Hey everyone, it's the Vigilante here, back again with another deep dive into the latest and greatest in gaming. As always, I'm here to bring you the breakdown reviews, honest opinions, and the latest gaming news to keep you in the loop. Today we're taking a long, hard look at Avowed, the highly anticipated first-person RPG from Obsidian Entertainment. This is the studio behind some of the greatest RPGs of all time, like Fallout New Vegas, The Outer Worlds, and Pillars of Eternity. So naturally, expectations for this game have been sky high, but does Avowed truly live up to the hype? Is it the must-play RPG or just another fantasy adventure that plays it too safe? I spent hours exploring the living lands, battling deadly creatures, making tough decisions, and getting to know my ragtag group of companions. Now it's time to break it all down, the good, the bad, and everything in between. So buckle up, because we're about to find out if Avowed is a worthy successor to Obsidian's legacy, or if it's just another RPG lost in the crowd. Let's get into it. Avowed is a game that showcases Obsidian's expertise in writing and world building, but it struggles to crave its own identity in an already crowded RPG genre. While it successfully delivers the familiar, satisfying elements that fans of classic Western RPGs have come to love, it often plays things too safely and fails to introduce groundbreaking mechanics or ideas that would make it stand out from its predecessors. That said, it's still an enjoyable experience filled with compelling characters, well-crafted lore, and solid combat mechanics that will keep players engaged throughout their journey in the living lands. Set in the established universe of Pillars of Eternity, Avowed places players in the role of a chosen godlike, imbued with powerful magic abilities, who is also the envoy of the Emperor. Tasked with investigating and ultimately putting an end to the mysterious Dream Scourge, a plague that has driven many to madness, the protagonist finds themselves on the wild and untamed continent of the living lands. As expected from an Obsidian RPG, the game is filled with deep lore, morally complex decisions, and dialogue choices that can significantly alter the course of the story. While it lacks some of the unpredictable twists seen in the Pillars of Eternity series, Avowed still delivers a satisfying narrative that makes the journey worthwhile. One of Avowed's strongest aspects is its cast of companions, each bringing their own unique personalities, motivation, and skills to the table. Much like in The Outer Worlds, you can travel with two of these companions at any given time, leading to some interesting interactions and conversations depending on who you choose to bring along. Kai, a sarcastic reptilian mercenary with a surprising passion for woodworking, never fails to provide witty remarks, while Yatsli, a flirtatious and charismatic mage, frequently delivers playful innuendos. Unfortunately, despite the strong characterization, the game does not follow for romantic relationships with any of these companions, which feels like a missed opportunity considering the emphasis on party dynamics. Combat in Avowed is a mix of melee, range, and magic-based attacks, providing players with plenty of options when customizing their playstyle. Whether you prefer to wield swords and shields, fire enchanted arrows from a distance, or rain down devastating pelts upon your foes, the game offers a flexible system that allows for creativity and character builds. However, the enemy variety is disappointingly limited, while players frequently encounter the same handful of enemy types throughout their adventure. While the occasional boss battle spice things up, the overabundance of bears, skeletons, and generic fantasy creatures makes combat feel repetitive over time. Exploration plays a significant role in Avowed, with the living lands divided into several distinct regions, each offering unique environments and challenges, from dense forests and corrupted countryside to vast deserts and volcanic wastelands. The world is visually diverse and rich in detail. However, once a region has been cleared of enemies, it often feels lifeless and empty upon revisiting, which diminishes the sense of immersion. This is somewhat elevated by the game's emphasis on platforming and traversal mechanics, allowing players to leap across ledges and uncover hidden treasures, adding a refreshing change of pace to exploration. One of Avowed's most impressive achievements is its technical stability. In an era where open-world RPGs are often plagued with bugs and performance issues at launch, Avowed stands out by offering a remarkable polished experience across platforms Across my playthrough, I encountered very few glitches, no game-breaking bugs, and not a single crash. This level of polish is a rare feat in the RPG genre and deserves recognition. Ultimately, Avowed is a solid RPG that delivers a familiar but enjoyable experience. It successfully captures the essence of Obsidian's storytelling prowess and provides a world worth exploring. Even if it doesn't take many risks, while it may not redefine the genre or introduce groundbreaking innovation, it remains a competent and engaging adventure that fans of classic RPGs will appreciate. If you're looking for a well-crafted story-driven fantasy RPG that plays it safe but does so with finesse, Avowed is certainly worth your time. I give this game a 7.5 out of 10. It is above average, but it is a worthwhile playthrough. Alright, so when it comes down to it, Avowed is a decent RPG, but it doesn't quite live up to the hype. The world building and writing are solid and the combat is serviceable, but it plays things too safe and lacks innovation. It borrows a lot from Skyrim and Dragon Age, but instead of pushing the genre forward, it just rehashes old ideas. If you're a die-hard RPG fan, you might enjoy it, but for most players, it's not exactly a must-buy. That's why I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Would I recommend buying it at full price? No, at $70 is just not enough here to justify the cost. The story is predictable, the enemy variety is lacking, and the combat, while fun at times, gets repetitive fast. If you're thinking of picking it up, I'll wait until it drops to $50 or less. However, if you have Game Pass, then this is a no-brainer. It's basically free with your subscription, so you might as well give it a shot. The lore is interesting, and it's one of Obsidian's more polished RPGs, even if it's not groundbreaking. If you enjoyed my review, please drop a like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Let me know in the comments, are you getting Avowed or are you waiting for a sale? Let's get the conversation going. And as always, stay vigilant.